Thank you for sharing your time with me. I'm JB Bryan, President and Chief Investment Officer at JB Bryan Financial Group, the home of AfroEconomics. And today we're discussing Let's Talk Business. Let's Talk Business every Sunday. I chose Sunday afternoons because as an entrepreneur, I was like, that's the day that I'm most likely to be on input. So if I want to serve you, I have to think about what's going to be convenient for you. Not so convenient for me, but it is definitely very important that we spend this time thinking about what we need to do as a business owner. If not, we'll just be in that grind. So this is our learning time. I'm also leading up to a summit retreat style day, November 5th. Make sure you check that out on AfroEconomics.com so that you can get all of the details on that date. I want to make sure I check in on your comments. Don't let me forget about you. I'll get like started and I'll forget. And there'll be like questions down there in all of you in the webinar world. Definitely make sure you ask me any questions as you go along. And then I will stay on for a while also. Hi to all of you. Thank you. So we're talking about retirement tips for business owners. And I know all of us business owners, we think that we will work forever, but that's pretty commonplace. Because when I thought about this topic, I said, let me, check out the research on it. And you always think that it's only you that has a retirement strategy that you'll just work longer, but that seems like what all of us say. That we want to work forever. So, we have to make sure that we just still take the steps that we can, just in case we decide that you do decide that you don't want to just pass out at your desk and die, that one day you do want to retire. So what are some things that we can actually do as business owners to plan for our financial future? Okay, because our financial future is important too, right? So most entrepreneurs have most of their wealth is in their business, and what that means is that having all of your eggs in one basket. So we know that that's not a good idea. So the second point, and this is a survey that was done by BMO Wealth Management survey of 400 small business owners. So, hey, there's not all of them, but you can take a sample and see what they're thinking, and it relates to most of us. In AfroEconomics, my job is to bring it home to the Black business owner. And then, we need to realize that when we're developing our business, that what we're doing in most cases is putting our all in all in that. So I want this video to serve as warning to us all to make sure that our retirement planning is part of our daily process. So, some habits that we have as entrepreneurs. One, we tie most of our wealth into our business because we want our business to work. We also think that we will retire later. That's a major retirement strategy for us. And then we realize that the ability to retire later in life depends on our ability to stay healthy. The 10th principle of AfroEconomics, Black health and Black wealth. But there was another employee benefits survey that was done that actually said that when they surveyed people that had retired early, over 55% of them said that they retired early because of an illness. So these things do happen. So what we're doing today, by you taking this time out, you're actually giving yourself a head start. You're preparing for a financial success as a business owner. So some other things that I want to make sure that members of AfroEconomics do is that most entrepreneurs don't look outside of their business for savings and investing opportunities. Most don't. We will. And then many entrepreneurs undervalue their business, and they're very modest and underestimate the income potential that can be created from their business. So I know that in Virginia on August 24th, I'm actually facilitating a workshop for the state's small business department, their small and minority women-owned business. Go to my website, I have the details on there, for August 24th. It's a free session, and I'm actually doing a workshop on increasing the value of your business. So, because we need to know, we all too often undervalue it, and in our community, too much we just, there'll be an illness with the business owner, and the family will just let the business go, or just go out of business. And so we want to make sure that the entrepreneurship membership of AfroEconomics is to avoid that happening, to allow that wealth to stay with your family and it to pass on for generations and generations. And we need to find out the income that our business actually can generate. We have to find out, in its truest sense, what kind of income consistently does your business generate, and generate without you having to be there each day. So if you were to go away for a month, what can your business still operate? That's what we want to have happen, in some degree. I mean, not to say that you're not important, but it's like when you're retiring, if you have a lot of wealth in your business and you want to sell your business to someone else, you want to let them know that that you have something to offer them that can generate business. That's why they have to pay this particular price for you as you leave into your retirement. How y'all doing? Hi, thank you so much. So so then we're going to here's some things I want you to think about. Some tips, some key tips for retirement planning, because we're going to avoid undervaluing our business, because we're going to work on that, increasing the value, knowing the value, being accountable, assessing it regularly. So now we have all those things in place. We realize that we need to diversify. If we want to make sure that we have even additional sources, additional assets and savings and investments outside of the business. And if the business is all you have, then we want to know how much income can we actually create from the business, right? So planning. So the first retirement tip, this is amazing. Look, this is amazing one, but we need to actually do a plan. So with AfroEconomics entrepreneur members, the first thing I start doing is asking them what their goals are, what their goals are personally. How much do they actually need if they were to retire at such age? What income do they want? What do they need what would they need to live off of at that point? So the first thing we need to start planning, establishing a plan. And then we want to, I really want to encourage you to consider developing a relationship with a good financial advisor. Today I had my first call ever because I guess if you start doing this on Sunday, somebody thinks that they can talk to you on Sunday. So I actually did a financial discussion. I had a phone call. I talked to someone today about their financial goals. They sent an email. They said, "Can you talk tomorrow?" And I said, "Does tomorrow mean Sunday?" And they said, and they were like, "Yeah." And I thought to myself, I said, "Okay, well, I can fit that in before we have this call, this webinar." So we did. And one of my things that I was telling them, that we have to actually have a plan. You need to develop a plan. And the second, develop a relationship with a financial advisor. And I was sharing with them that if you can find a financial advisor that you trust and that you can work with over the long term, I am certain that you can increase your confidence and stay on board, stay on track. Having a good accountability partner can make a big difference in the wealth that you develop over time, and especially as a business owner. So my second point is to find a good financial advisor to help you in your quest to make sure that you have the income that you need as you grow older. And then a third point is that we have, the first one was starting a financial plan, looking at everything. Second point is to get a financial advisor that you can feel comfortable with and you trust. And the third point, not the same as one. One is a broad financial plan. My third suggestion is to set up a specific retirement plan of how you're going to make it work. And that might be more than just you need to have an IRA, a Roth IRA, or a simple IRA, or something, or a 401k. It is, for a business owner, it may be that you need those things, but you also need to work on how my business would generate income for me during retirement. What is my succession plan for my business? So what is the retirement plan for your business? What is your success? It might be tied together. Your succession plan is how do you want to turn, who is it going to be turned over? What is going to happen to your business when you don't want to work the business anymore? So having those plans in place and getting the professional help in making it happen. And then the fourth point is to make a commitment to being accountable, making a commitment to knowing where you are in your financial plan, where you are in your retirement plan. So I know you want to think of retirement as, whoa, that's way too far off, JB. I'm just trying to, in my first year of my business, you might say. Well, no, that's when good habits have to start. That's when good habits have to start. I started a company retirement plan in 1995, and they stopped allowing businesses to have that type of account. And because I started it in 1995, I still am grandfathered. They cannot force me to get rid of that account. And that is an account where that far exceeds the advantages that we have now for the accounts that businesses have to use. So, definitely, you don't know how things are going to change. So the sooner, the better. The sooner, the better. So my fourth point is to make a commitment to being accountable and reviewing what you have going on. And my final point is to make sure that you get a team of advisors that understand business. Like if you have a financial advisor, and make sure that they understand business owners. My clients have a unique advantage because I'm a financial advisor that owns my own firm. And I've had my own business for over 20 years. So I understand entrepreneurship, and that's different than someone that's just 1099, who is still working at a company under contract, that they're operating as a business because they don't get the benefits, but they're not a corporate entity. They haven't led a corporate entity like yours. So make sure that you are comfortable, and the person that you're working with is comfortable with the different corporate types and the different types of retirement plans that you can have as that corporate owner. And I'm just talking about for when you're seeking out a financial advisor, when you're seeking out an accountant, when you're seeking out, as financial assistants. Make sure they understand small business and make sure they understand your small business. They don't have to do what you do. You're a plumber. They don't have to know how to, fix plumbing, but they certainly need to understand corporations and what type of retirement plans corporations can have, and what how that impacts you and what you should be doing, and is committed to taking out the time to understand your business and how you can how you, based on how your business is, and will take the time to understand that you have 5 employees and 4 of them are family members. And they can talk to you about what that means in relation to top-heavy laws and 401ks. And so just make sure that you just get, my fifth point is just to say that you get help from an advisor that knows and understands small businesses. Let me see if you have any questions for me. Let me know. Email me at jb@jbbryan.com. Thank you all so much. It just makes my day when I have people participating in the webinar. So make sure that if you're on Facebook Live and you're watching, know that it's much easier for me, because when I look over here, I'm checking on your Facebook people, for you to come in and participate in the webinar, so you can ask questions directly, and that you have a Q&A box. And sometimes I put up polls just to find out, what you feel about as an investor or as a business owner. So definitely, if you have any ideas, make sure you email me at jb@jbbryan.com. That's some things for you to remember, that August 24th, the state of Virginia, it's on my calendar. My particular session is on increasing the value of your business. I also have a video on that. It's posted in YouTube. And then November 5th is the small business session that focuses on a full day for business owners, and having panels and everything. So check that out on the calendar as well. You have a great day. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you. I appreciate you. And don't forget, contact me, jb@jbbryan.com. I'll do everything I can to help and empower you. Have a wonderful week. Many blessings. Bye-bye.